May 7th, 1866. Otto von Bismarck was strolling through Berlin when a man named Ferdinand Cohen-Blind tried to assassinate the Prussian chancellor. In our timeline, Bismarck recovered, but what if that changed? Would that lead to a disunited Germany? And how would history be changed forever with the death of one singular man? At first, the Prussian people mourned the death of Bismarck, but there is more on the horizon. Even with the death of Bismarck, the Austrian-Prussian War is still destined to happen because of the disagreements on Schleswig-Holstein. June 14, 1866, the start of the Austro-Prussian War. Without Bismarck being there to make the alliance with Italy, the Italians would stall on joining the war. But eventually, the Italians would most likely still join anyways, if the Prussians did well. At first, the Prussians dragged into Austria, but with French supplies in Austria, the war stalled. The Prussians were, however, still the ones advancing. June 28, 1866. The Italians joined the war hoping to get Venetia from the Austrians. Another front, as well as instability growing in Austria as a result of being on the losing side of the war, started to crack down on the Austrians, and soon the Austrians could not hold. After the Prussians pushed into Vienna, and all hope was lost, this is when the Hungarians would break away from the empire. Seeing the weakness, Russia also capitalized and got Galicia. As the Prussians went further into Austrian territory, the French sponsored a revolution in the Germans' Rhineland territory. The French also joined the war to protect the new Rhenish Republic, as well as the British, who stated that if Prussia continued into Austria or tried to annex them entirely, they would join the war. August 23rd, 1866. Russia, Austria, Hungary, Italy, Prussia, Britain, and France made a treaty at the city of Venice that would help keep the balance of power. The Republic of the Rhine would gain independence from Prussia. Venetia and parts of Dalmatia would go to Italy. Russia would gain Galicia. Prussia would receive war reparations from Austria. Bohemia would become a protectorate of the Austrians. The French would push to gain land in the Rhineland, but to keep the balance of power, Britain would not allow this, so they settled on keeping the Rhineland independent.
The Prussians were bitter over the loss of their Rhineland territories and held a grudge against Austria and Britain and France. Even though they had obliterated the Austrians, they had gained no land in the process. Italy was very happy. The British were satisfied with their attempt to stabilize the balance of power. January 21st, 1867. The Prussians and Austrians could not attack each other, so they resulted in trying to acquire power with the smaller German states. The Bavarians saw themselves in the crossfires of an Austrian-Prussian rivalry, so they decided to unite with smaller German states, as well as Württemberg and Bonn, creating a South German confederacy. March 12, 1867. With the French still wanting the Rhineland for themselves, this caused fear in the Republic. After some propaganda from the leaders of the Rhineland Republic, the people of the Rhine as well as the Hessian states voted to unite together into Westphalia to protect from foreign powers. This country was not aligned with any other nation and was fully neutral. April 29th, 1867. After the Treaty of Venice, the small region known as Schleswig-Holstein was given independence. Seeing the small states in Germany slowly die down, and having both the Austrians and Prussians have desires in the small state, they sought refuge with the nation of Hanover. After this unification, other North German states such as Gissem-Oldenburg and Gissem-Mecklenburg-Schwerin joined this confederation of states. This nation sought protection from the British, who were more than happy to help upkeep the balance of power. May 10th, 1867. The Saxons also gained some land, but they were not as successful as the others, and their future is not looking bright with them being the weakest German state. All of the smaller German states are now either Prussian, Austrian, Westphalian, Hanoverian, or Bavarian, and the future of Germany is looking more uncertain than ever.